Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to make these. Um, this one here is the base design. Now this here is the same thing except all three of these loops here have been twisted twice. So that's the only difference between these two. And this is what is a slight variation that happens if your wire isn't quite long enough, to make these loops here. You can wrap it like this instead. So this is kind of actually happened by mistake. And what I did was I wrapped only the top three, twisted the top 3 times, and left it sideways as a loop to put your necklace through. So I wanted to show you this variation. Okay. So, let me go over the tools first. Some jewelry wire here. You can use something found in the hardware store like this. Or this jewelry wire came from Walmart in the section with the beads. You can also get sometimes you may be able to get some of these tools here, such as these jewelry tools. So this is a rounded pliers and a regular pliers, both miniature for jewelry. A cutter and some heavy duty scissors, just to cut the string for the necklace. And nail polish. Doritos sponsored, I guess. And a bag so that if you make more than one of them, you can give them away in a nice bag. So that's just a suggestion. Okay, so I will start with my wire. And you want maybe a little more than 6 inches, something such as that. Yeah, it's a little more than 6 inches for the first piece. And go ahead and cut yourself a second piece, same length. Okay, this one. So start by sort of folding in half a little bit so you know where the center is. And then you take your rounded pliers and bend it in the center so where they cross. You take and bend it like this on both sides. So you have this shape. It doesn't have to look absolutely perfect. A lot of people just won't notice if it's got a very minor flaw. So, and if you don't quite have the dexterity to do it right the first time, just be patient and try again, because practice does help. So, you've got this like this. Notice how these two wires from the top cross. This one pulls down here to the bottom and straighten it. Now this one, slide it underneath the other one and bring it like this. Okay. So, now what you can do here, if you want, you can twist the base two wires together and do something simple like this. Is that visible? Yeah. Okay. Or, I'm going to make it a little fancier this time. I'm just going to narrow these loops here. I'm going to make it a little fancier. And I'm going to trim these. Okay. And I'm going to use these and turn them into these two loops here. Let's see, that one wasn't quite identical. Be careful that you don't leave little bits of wire on the floor that you might step on and hurt your foot with. You make sure you clean up all the little pieces when you're done. Okay, so you're using the round pliers. If you want to flatten these loops, use the other type of pliers. That's what I grabbed a minute ago. So what I did was I bent it around like this, and I swapped it and bent it a little further. So bring the loops out a little bit from the center, because we'll get in the way if you don't. Now it's a mess right now, but you'll have to tweak their position later, so don't worry about it too much. And I'm grabbing the other wire. And again, I'm going to fold it in the center. You do this by hand. This one by hand well enough. Over the top of here. Okay, so you notice how this came. Here, I'll do this again. So this is the back side, let's say. Or you can imagine the front, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So you see that the wire is passing in front. Now this, I'm pulling it here. So it came down through there. Okay. It keeps the knot in the center smaller. So now that it's like that, pull these up. You're wrapping it around the arm and back down again, as tight as you can. And same with the other side. Up around the arm and down again. Okay, I just pulled that into the center. Okay. This wire is a little thinner than this copper wire, which may take a little more tweaking, but it's kind of easier on the fingers. So take this, the flat one. See, it's flat on the inside rather than rounded. And clamp down on the center. And holding these two together, because you're going to twist them together to make a base like this. So hold them together and clamp down on the center to make sure everything is not going to be wiggly, and clamp pretty hard. Okay. I'll show you how to fix the fact that this one turned out longer than that one in a minute, but first let's finish the base. Alright, this is the one I need. Okay, so clamp it, something like here, and grab your top and twist it. You notice a little gap there? That'll often go away if you twist it tight enough, so don't worry too much about that. See, it's going away. Thinner wire, that problem is probably a little less noticeable, but that can be something that happens. So, usually just twisting it tighter. That's really the only way I know to fix that particular problem. Okay, so that's looking pretty good, except for this loop being too long. This just needs to be clipped. So I'll grab a pair of diagonals. These are actually called diagonals. Miniature diagonals. You can often find them at the hardware store. So back to the rounded ones. This is probably available online as a jewelry or rounded pliers. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to unwind it a little bit. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to clip it shorter, out by the loop's length, let's say. Yeah. Watch where those go, because you have to clean them up. And I'm just going to create this loop here. Never quite get those right the first time, but without at least retweaking them or something. But as long as you get the finished product, it's really not an issue. So so there you have this here. Now this variation here, I would recommend making the loops just a little bit larger, and you twist them. You just take your tool right here, clamp them, and twist like this. I wasn't going to show you, but I think maybe it would be helpful, so I'll go ahead and do that. So that's once, twice, 3 times. Let's see, you don't want those sagging, so bend them up a little bit. And now these are a little too short to twist themselves. So rather than doing that, I'm going to go for this third variation here because I decided to twist them to show you. So I'm going to just keep twisting it. That's 4, 5, and a half. So it's sideways now. And notice how I tweaked everything. You can't really help that. So just go back and reshape what you need to. Twist it back into place. Okay. So there you have it. In a different video, I do show how to make a simple loop design without the added decoration there. Now, what happened with this one was these extension parts, when I cut the wire, it just simply wasn't long enough to make these come out longer like that. So I ended up kind of just curling it in toward the knot. I hope this helps, and I'd like to see one of these out there aside from one I made. Thanks for watching.